I hate to tell you guys this, but Ryan Timms isn't ready. A bunch of thoughts on that today, plus Mansfield schedules its first dirt races, Hunt the Front makes schedule changes, and more. Let's go. It's Wednesday, September 10th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. When I put these shows together 5 days a week, I do a ton of research each day, usually multiple hours to try and bring you the best possible picture of what's going on in dirt racing. I watch a lot of racing action, but that's not enough to understand everything that's happening, which is why I built DIRTRACKR's analytics section. It's got race results and stat breakdowns for all the top national series and special events, and at this moment is nearing 2,400 races worth of data. And if you want access to every tool and number I use for these shows, grab a subscription to DIRTRACKR Plus, $4.99 a month or $49.99 for a year. The year subscription, it gets you 2 months for free, basically. You can cancel anytime, super easy. Signing up gets you access to exclusive insights you're just not going to find anywhere else. Whether you're a race fan, a member of the media, you work for a series or a track, DIRTRACKR Plus is the perfect resource for current dirt racing information to elevate your knowledge. Both World of Outlaws series, all three USAC national divisions, the Chili Bowl, High Limit, Lucas, and a lot more. See everything Plus has to offer and sign up for a subscription over at dirtrackr.com/getplus. As we talked about sprint car news and rumors in recent weeks, one name that I've been asked a lot about and I've seen comments about is Ryan Timms. He came up on the free agency episode, and again after the Port Royal win this weekend. Does someone try and hire him away from the Liebig car? Is he a candidate for TSR, SJMR, insert your favorite team acronym ending in R here? Or could or should he make the jump to full-time national touring competition in 2026? SprintCarRatings.com has him 7th right now and 5th in Money Won for 2025. 14 wins in 55 races, along with 24 top 5s and 31 top 10s. He's obviously on fire right now and getting a lot of attention. So I think it's not outlandish that these questions are suddenly popping up. Going out with the World of Outlaws full-time or joining High Limit, it's a natural progression, and it seems like so many these days are trying to get to that point. But while I do think Timms has a future on one of the big tours, I wouldn't expect it for 2026. And that's with Liebig or really any other team. It's not a secret that several high-profile organizations are in the market for sprint car drivers, and Timms' resume this season has suddenly swelled with 2 of the biggest wins on the calendar to go along with the Huset's track title. And those wins, obviously I'm talking about the Knoxville Nationals and the Tuscarora 50. This, though, isn't the moment to rush him onto a tour. I know Jeremy Elliott said this week he doesn't think Timms should change anything for next year, and I certainly agree. I will also say Timms' name isn't one that I've heard connected to any of the big time open seats. I think that's important to note here. And it was just 2 weeks ago that Timms was on the Drivers Project podcast with Daryl Turford, Sam Hafertepe, and JJ Hickle, saying he's not ready for a national tour. Even if he might be a candidate for one of those rides, it's not nothing that even he's out there saying he's not ready yet. And consider this. Of the 55 410 races he's run this year, 15 were at Knoxville and 16 were at Huset's. That's more than half his schedule at just 2 racetracks. 26 of his 31 top 10s at those 2 racetracks. And of his 14 410 wins, 13 were at those 2 places. I got tagged in a reply to Jeremy Elliott today where someone said Timms is the #1 sprint car driver in the country. But you can't compare what guys like Buddy Kofoid and David Gravel, Brad Sweet, Rico Abreu, Aaron Reitzel, Anthony Macri, Carson Macedo, any one of the top guys. You can't compare what they do to what Timms has done. Yes, he's on the rise and he won the Knoxville Nationals. But those guys are winning in different parts of the country at different racetracks every night, every weekend. Timms is correct. He isn't ready and the numbers show it. But you know what? That's okay. He's young, he's incredibly talented, and he's going in the right direction. Timms has a great situation with Shane Liebig's team. He can race a lot of times, they can pick and choose, Timms can continue to grow without that pressure, and they've got good chemistry. Give him another season or 2 to continue getting experience and learning, and then we can start talking about moving up. Until then, though, if I'm Timms or his dad Randy, I'm sticking with the current setup. There's just absolutely no need to rush here. In Ohio, the progress to bring Mansfield Speedway has continued all summer, and yesterday, track owner Matt Tifft revealed the dates for the first oval track events at the facility for 2026. To get things started, they will host super late models, UMP modifieds, and Fast Series wing sprint cars on May 2nd. Sprint car and late model races will pay $5,000 a win, and the mods will pay $2,000 a win. Action will continue on May 3rd with their first night of destruction, assuming that's a demo derby. Tifft, who spent time racing in NASCAR and has been racing dirt late models in recent seasons, announced his purchase of the facility back in June. Since then, they've made a lot of progress to make that track raceable again, and the entire facility able to handle all sorts of different event types. Besides cleaning up, power washing the existing grandstands, bringing in new catch fencing, redoing concession and ticket buildings, working on the racetrack, they've also recently paved the access road and announced a new track sponsorship. Tift's plans and hopes for the track include traditional dirt racing events like he announced yesterday. He wants to host the big series, but he wants Mansfield to be available for other events as well. He's talked about car shows and drift events, but also things you might see at theme parks like a Halloween attraction or drive-through Christmas lights that are on the schedule at places like Charlotte Motor Speedway, not far from where I'm sitting right now. Turning these tracks into multi-use facilities, it mitigates risk and it brings in revenue when the track is quiet. If you want to follow the progress yourself, make sure to find Matt Tift's YouTube channel. He posts regular videos documenting all of the work that they are doing over there. One other scheduled news item to come out of yesterday was the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series making some changes to their season finale, the Blue-Gray 100 weekend at Cherokee Speedway. What was originally one event spread over 2 days with $35,000 to win is now going to be 2 complete programs. Friday will be $8,000 to win, Saturday $35,000 to win. Those 2 nights will help settle the Hunt the Front title fight that will pay $50,000 to the champion. Along with this comes a few changes to the Cherokee schedule and a few sanctioning bits as well. Hunt the Front's Cherokee Chief series that runs there will not co-sanction the September 20th race at the track. Instead, that first Blue-Gray 100 night will count towards Cherokee Chief points. And the Carolina Clash will co-sanction the Freddie Smith Memorial in November with Cherokee Chief. Jimmy Owens leads Zach Mitchell and Corey Hedgecock for the Hunt the Front Championship, and there are 4 race nights left to decide it. 2 at Southern Raceway at the end of September, and now these 2 dates at Cherokee. To see the full schedule, head over to htfseries.com. In WISSOTA action last night at I-94, Kevin Eder bagged the $3,000 payday, getting by Tyler Peterson very late in the going. That was Eder's 3rd WISSOTA Challenge Series win in the last 5 races. He's now just 5 points behind Shane Zabraski for second in the standings. Zabraski finished 16th last night, gave up ground to championship leader Dave Mass, who ended up 4th. Tonight's 3,000 win show at I-94 will settle the WISSOTA Challenge Series championship for the season. And then Thursday starts prelim action for the WISSOTA 100. That's the show for today. Remember, when it comes to tuning into the daily, you have a lot of options for where to find these episodes. They're available on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify in video form. You can also listen via Spotify, YouTube's podcast feature, all the major podcast platforms. That includes Apple and iHeartRadio. You can also read the show over at DIRTRACKR.com/daily, as full show transcripts are available there each day. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.